Hello, I want to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Lisa Joyner, and I am with Veritas Baptist College as the director of the EDD program that we have here. I am a graduate of Regent University, where I received my graduate degree in special education, and I am also graduate of Liberty University, where I received an EDD, Doctorate of Education, also with a specialization in special education. But I'm with Veritas now, and I have developed the program with some other professionals who have come alongside me and helped us to develop our EDD program to be a little different from what maybe some other programs you may be familiar with, and honestly, different from what I'm used to, in that our program is completely supported on a whole different level from what others have. One of the chief differences is the support that you get from your chair. So you'll get your chair much more quickly in the program than what some other programs do. But let me hit some of the highlights with our program. It's completely online, so there's no having to go anywhere to take particular courses. All of your courses are online. You'll have actual real people who will be instructing you and reaching out to you and interacting with you as you go. There's 48 credits in this program. 50% of those credits can be transferred in from another doctoral program that maybe you have already been a part of and have collected some credits. And we also have the option of PLA or professional learning assessments too, that some of our students may choose to do that if you've had 5 years or more experience, and you may be able to opt out of some of those courses if you complete those PLAs. So that's an option. All right, but first of all, but I won't go into all of the courses that you will take because they're pretty standard. Some philosophy courses, education courses, of course, worldview courses. But when you get into the dissertation writing, one of the things that we do differently is, like I said, the full support all along the way. And we allow you to move through at your own pace once you get into the chapters 4 and 5. So DIS, I'll just tell you the course names. DIS 860, that is the course where you will write chapter 1, all of chapter 1 and the front matter. So when you leave that 16-week course, you will have written your entire overview of chapter 1. And again, like I said, the front matter, the title page, and your contents, table of contents, all of that is done in chapter 1. You do not have to do that yourself. Your instructor is there guiding you through that throughout DIS 860. That instructor is your chair. And as long as you move through the courses, consecutively, that instructor will remain your chair all the way to the beginning, guiding you, supporting you all along. The next course that you would take would be 900. And in 900, also with that same instructor, you will take or you will write chapter 2. That's your literature review. And under the guidance of your instructor, you will complete chapter 2, to go along with your research question. Then the next 16-week course that you take would be DIS 910, and that's chapter 3. So you'll write your methods chapter. It flows from chapter 2 and, of course, chapter 1, but you will complete that. And by the time you complete DIS 910, again, another 16-week course, your proposal is complete. It's done. Okay. And then you go into the 8-week courses. So the next one would be DIS 920. And in the DIS 920, you will defend that also. You will defend your proposal with your chair, which has been your instructor for chapters 1, 2, and 3. So that instructor already knows and has been with you throughout the process. So you can feel pretty confident that if your chair gives you permission to defend, you're going to pass that defense. 920 is 8 weeks. You stay in 920 the entire 8 weeks because there are other assignments that go along with that particular course. But as soon as you have defended that course, or excuse me, as soon as you have defended your proposal, and you do that in 920, your chair will give you permission to go ahead and begin collecting data. So you don't have to wait. So in 920, again, like I said, it's an 8-week course. But if you were to defend your proposal in the first week or two, and you probably would because you will have come out of 910 with the complete chapters 1, 2, and 3. So you defend right away in 920. But you go ahead and get a head start on your data collection while you're also doing those assignments. At the end of that 8 weeks, then you'll go into 930. Now, 930, that's the one where you don't have to stay in the entire time in 930. That's up to you and your chair. So in 930, you continue you've probably already collected data, but maybe you're still collecting your data. But in 930, you collect the data, you analyze the data, and you are finalizing chapters 4 and 5 at this point. During 930, then you submit that to your chair and you get permission, and the chair will then, be back and forth. And then the chair, when your chair believes it's time, will send that will send your proposal, well, I'm sorry, your dissertation to the methodologist. The methodologist will get eyes on it. So you have at least two that will have eyes on your dissertation. And then it will come back to the chair who will respond to you with any changes that need to be done, help you to work through that. But as soon as it's complete and your chair is ready for you to defend, then you submit that final dissertation. You submit your PowerPoint presentation that you will use to defend. And then she will, at that point, he or she will let you go ahead and enroll in 940, which is a 0 credit course. It's just the defense and that is it. Okay. But once you have completed your defense in 930, you go straight into 940 and you defend. And like I said, that's a 0 point. But there's no holding you up. If you complete it as soon as you complete it in 930, then you are able to go ahead and defend and move on and collect your doctorate degree. So I hope that explains a little bit about it. I'm happy to provide more information. My email address is lisajoyner@vbc.edu. That's Lisa, LISA, JOYNER, at V, as in Veritas, Baptist College, so vbc.edu. You can also go onto our website at vbc.edu and follow the pages that you see there for academics and follow till you find the EDD or the doctorate in education. There's some videos there, some other information that is there, and we would love to talk to you about enrolling in our program. If you have credits that you would like to transfer in, if you're in another program and you're looking for a different option, then we would be happy to give you an informal review of your transcripts without having to go through the entire process of applying. You could send us an unofficial copy of your transcripts, and our registrar would be happy to look them over and to give you an idea of what your program at VBC would look like going forward. So thanks for taking the time to listen. And I hope that we can be a blessing to you and see you in our classes soon.